Hello and welcome to the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM. Time to get the show on the road today with Caitlin Vine, the Owen United Kangas veteran who joins us again after a bit of a break. Caitlin, good to be back with you. How are you?
I am good. I'm refreshed after a nice trip away and slowly getting my head back into netball.
Was it just a very casual holiday or did you go for the snow, any snowboarding or skiing? What was the go there, Caitlin?
A bit of both. We did have a ski day, which was a lot of fun. Last time I don't think I could get more than 5 metres, and this time I managed to get down a slope or two. So it was very enjoyable.
Good stuff. Well, Raylene, who's not too far away from home, covered beautifully whilst you were absent, Caitlin, so we're very thankful for that. Let's get into it, though. Good to be back with you. Let's talk about Sunraysia Netball from the weekend that was and the Owen United A grade. It was always going to be hard, especially away from home, but you certainly gave Wentworth a bit of a game on their hands, that is for sure. 20 goals the difference in the end, but you took them pretty far, Caitlin. 60-40 the final score.
Yeah, look, I think we're really happy with this game. To give everyone a bit of context, we had probably 4 or 5 of our A, B grade players away on the weekend. So we had to get some people to step up. So I know there was 3 girls who played 2 games, so A and B. And there was a couple of juniors that stepped up. So considering we don't have what we would call our full side, we really scared Wentworth in the first half for sure. And the last half honestly just came down to fitness. So we're pretty happy with that score, 60-40. We know that we can really keep up with them. So all around a good game, really.
Rimple are going along quite nicely, aren't they? And a good win for them on the weekend against Mabeen, 51-36.
Yeah, Rimple just seem to be cruising by, which hopefully we can stop on the weekend. But yeah, a solid win for them.
Might be a bit of a spot fire that you have to deal with. Let's see how that game goes. We'll talk about that later. Mildura and South Mildura, this game delivered as the Mildura derby. Less than 10 goals in it in the end. It's always going to be hard for South Mildura to flex their muscles against Mildura, who have obviously had a great season, but they'll be happy to keep it within 10 goals. And this was obviously a great game. Would have been edge of your seat stuff for the faithful watching in Mildura, Caitlin.
Yeah, great game. A really solid score from both sides. 8 goals is really nothing in the scheme of things. South Mildura, I think, are really going to be those underdogs and the ones to watch in finals. I think there's a few teams that are a little bit scared of them.
I think you might be right. Well, I spent a fair bit of time and energy pumping up that Mildura game, but in the end, the game of the round was between the Imperials and Robinvale. 42-all, another draw in netball that takes place across the Fly FM network. What did you make of this game, Caitlin?
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, Robinvale have just sort of been subpar this year, just missing out on a few games. Imperials, I would say consistent, but haven't been able to score as much. So I'd actually say both teams would be really disappointed at this. Robinvale haven't had many wins for the year, so they would have been tonguing for one, and Imperials really needed to get that lead on as they came into the second half of the season. So great game. I'm sure it would have been an absolute nail-biter, but I think both teams would be disappointed.
No doubt. All right, well, let's get the Owen report from you. Tell us about the other sides and how they got on, the other grades in the seniors, and give us an overview of the juniors too.
Yeah, as I said, we had a fair few people away on the weekend. So I know our B grade consisted a lot of our 17 girls who did a fantastic job considering and really kept up for, as I said, the first half before we sort of teed it off. Our 17 twos won by 30 goals on the weekend, which is just incredible. These girls are working their butts off day in, day out. So it's fantastic to see that they've been rewarded with some really good wins. And they're starting to creep up the ladder, which is amazing. And I think our 13 ones also had a good day out. So did a little bit better than the last time we played Wentworth, I would say. A little bit more successful, which is always nice.
All right, let's talk about the games taking place from tomorrow. And your game, the A-grade side from Owen United going up against Rimple. This might be a pretty close game in the end, Caitlin, and I'm sure maybe you've looked at this a few weeks ago and thought, well, we'll probably be taking care of them by that stage. Well, at this point now, you're going to have to beat your best to beat Rimple.
Absolutely. Look, we went back and reflected after the weekend and had a really good chat with our team and said that it's sort of now or never. So we're really committed to working hard to get to finals. and be successful in finals. So it starts yesterday. We're really working hard to be solid and be a good team. So this win will be vital for us. Last time, I think we lost by 6 goals, and it's definitely a game we should have won. So we're really hungry to go in, not just in A, but in all of our senior sides and have a good win.
Well, I have no doubt this weekend that everyone's second team will be South Mildura. They play Wentworth. Can they get a couple of quarters into close margins, do you reckon, at least?
Absolutely. I think South speed is something that is really works in their favour. I think that's going to help them out, and I think they just don't back down, which will scare Wentworth. So I would love to see Wentworth get right up there.
Imperials Red
South Mildura, I should say.
Yes, I think everyone knew what you were thinking. Imperials Redcliffs after the draw last week, who knows? But Imperials at home, you'd probably fancy, or would you not?
Yeah, I think Imperials will get a win. I think it'll be a tight game, though.
All right, Mabine at home to Robinvale. Will that be a closer one?
I think Mabine will still get it. Robinvale a bit hungrier after their draw on the weekend, but I think Mabine will just scrape through.
All right, well, it's great to catch up with you again. Caitlin, welcome back to Flow FM, and all the best on the weekend. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Go Kangas.